hold on a second here. Welcome everybody to another BDA Boxing Podcast, broadcasting to you live from the true north. This is your friend Mr. BDA, the late night edition for your asses. That's right, late night. I don't think there's a better time to do a podcast than late at night. And I think you guys might enjoy it as well, so here we are. I'm gonna try to call Bucho. I don't know if he's available here. Oh, hold on, I'm not gonna stop the music now. We're not gonna stop the music now. Alright. Well, you know what, Bucho, I can't talk on Skype right now, so I'm just gonna keep doing the show, and if anybody, because if I start talking to you now and setting shit up, it's gonna slow everything down, so alright, I'm on Skype, but anyway, listen, I'm gonna start inviting some people later on. I'll just call somebody on Discord, and that way we'll start the group. Oh yeah, the lines. I'm gonna open up the lines now. I'm gonna do that. Meanwhile, just talk about some of the fights. Yeah, I think we're gonna talk a little bit about the fights we had today. Then surf the internet a little bit if things to slow down. Of course, we had Kownacki or Kownacki. I don't know how they say those Polish names, man. They love to throw us a curveball with those Polish names. They're never how you expect them.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Alright, let's do that again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everybody to the podcast, late night podcast for your asses. This is BDA, the Boxing Debate Arena, and this is of course Mr. BDA. We're live on Blog Talk Radio right now. Phone lines are open. The phone number is right up there on the top of your screen. So if you want to call in about the Kownacki or whatever, however you say his name, Kownacki versus Arreola, the slugfest. You want to talk about the upset between Pascal and Browne, or you just want to surf the internet with us and see some of the wackiness that goes on the internet. I really did say that like a radio host, didn't I? Hey, we're gonna get some wacky stuff here tonight. We're gonna giving away tickets to Tool, giving away some tickets to the Counting Crows. Hate that radio voice. But anyway, listen. Thank you for joining us. Phone lines are open, so you know what to do. Numbers right up there. If you want to call. If you don't, go fuck yourselves. I think McGregor Boxing's on the line, so I'm gonna call him, see if he picks up, and if he picks up, we'll start a conference call for everybody. Yeah, Pete, I see your message too. Let's start making some calls here. How do I do this? Alright, I'm gonna call. Let's see if McGregor answers. Come on. I know he's always up. Alright, McGregor, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, good to have you on board, man. Let me just... Alright, so if I want to invite Pete, all I gotta do is... Crikey, how do I do this again?
You can go up to like the friends thing. Like if you look up, you'll see like pinned messages, or you can do the add friends DM kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't even know if he wants in. Pete, you want in, or I'll call him anyway.
I'll add him.
Yeah, I don't even know how to
Or
fucking
you
call.
can add him. You can add him. You're the admin. I don't want to fuck it up.
I'm trying to get this all figured out. It ain't easy, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you that much right now. Still trying to get used to this format. Anyway, while we're at it, let's just give a shout out to everybody in the chat room: Rasclot, Champ Ross, Black Lomachenko, Seamus Carey, Diego Bandido. Seamus Carey says BDA is whacking off. No, I'm not whacking off. I already did that. That's why I'm here. Champ Ross, TV Hapiku. What? TV Hapiku. Now hold on a second. Is that a? Seems like one of those Asian spam things. I'm gonna hide that user. There we go. Don't want any of that Asian crap on here. Azzy, shout out to Azzy, shout out to BDA Boxing, the Quags, Champ Ross. All right, so I'm gonna McGregor. Thank you for being on. You want to give us your thoughts on the? Let's start with the heavyweight fight. Everybody always loves talking about the heavyweights, especially with the Wilder, Joshua, Tyson Fury implications. So you start us off. Meanwhile, I'll try to figure this shit out here.
All right. First off, shout out to Arreola for making it a more exciting fight than some people thought it was going to be. Kownacki, he did what he normally does. Comes forward, throws a lot of shots. There isn't much behind anything really. It's
Jeez. Hold on a second. Right. See, that's not how it works. The invites. I screwed this up. Hold on a second. All right. Sorry about that, McGregor. Sorry about that. It's I did what you told me, and crikey.
he's not in the cut.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello,
Now I'm
Mr.
back.
BDA.
Yes. Hi. Yeah. I did what you told me, and it kicked me out.
I have no idea what happened.
Anyway. All right. Pete, is Pete there? Yeah, I see
Pete's
him
there.
All right. Fantastic. All right. Sorry about the McGregor. Keep on trucking.
I'm here, Mr. BDA. Thanks
All
for
right.
having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You want to keep going, McGregor? Sorry about that.
Well, Arreola, he fought well. I thought the scorecards were a little bit wide. I scored at 116, 112 to Kownacki, but I'll go back and recheck. I don't like the weight Kownacki has on him. I think he's fighting too much in bursts and fight, and he's gassing. In the middle of rounds, he's pretty much very susceptible when that happens. Like, he can be caught straight down, or he can be caught overhands, or he can be caught with the hook coming up to the left of the guard. He has a lot of flaws, and I don't want. Like, people were talking after he fought Washington how he could trouble Wilder. I honestly think Wilder will knock the shit out of him, man. I think Ruiz will beat him up too. I don't like him. I really don't. I think he's too defensively flawed. He can only come forward, and he's a fat tub of lard. That's the honest truth. I don't think he can really fight outside of throwing a lot of punches and taking them. That's all he's got. Exciting to watch, but I don't know, man. I think he needs to be on EPO and fight Jarrell Miller in a drug match. I'd love to see that. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, man. I mean, I find it hard to believe that nowadays, with all these heavyweights out there, the guys like Kownacki, or however you say his name, he has to compete there against guys that are 6'5", 6'4", or more than that, and he lets himself go like that. Same thing with Arreola. I remember reading an article from 10 years ago when he was undefeated, and he was saying, well, I love to eat. What can I say? I love to eat cheeseburgers. I get hungry at night. I want to eat. And I'm thinking, man, come on, man. This is your job. If you can't beat a sandwich in the kitchen, how are you going to beat some of these fucking monsters out in the heavyweight division? Makes no sense to me.
No, I completely agree. And I want to clarify what I say on nothing behind the punches. He has no one-punch power. He has accumulation power, and it's not enough. It's just not enough. And, like, I seen the referee the ring doctor come up and, like, have a look at Arreola, and Arreola pretty much told him to piss off. He was fine. The only time Arreola was ever hurt in that fight was with his hand. Mm-hmm. He was fine to the head. He was fine to the body. It was just his hand that gave him issues because he broke it over Kownacki's big fat head.
Yeah, that's true. he's got a big old head. I mean, Arreola's not a powder puff puncher in there. He couldn't really put a dent on Kownacki. But you talked about the stamina. What you didn't like Kownacki's stamina, considering he's a big fat guy? He did pretty well for himself.
He's a big fat guy, sure, but Look, did you see consistency or did you see him fight in bursts?
Yeah, I saw him in bursts.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing like high levels of burst, then he takes it off for like 30, 40 seconds, kind of a bit like Canelo. But the difference is Canelo can defend in those 30, 40 seconds. He can't. And against somebody who's able to apply more pressure than Arreola, who isn't 38 or 39 or 40 or fat himself, but someone who can hit him. Let's say, like, someone even who's fat, but he can fight in bursts just like Kownacki, but faster, like Andy Ruiz. He'll piece him up. Dillian White would probably double jab him to oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Bucho's calling in.
No, I think I added him. That's why I'm trying to. I don't know if he wanted in or not. I don't even know if he's
Oh,
available.
okay.
So yeah, so keep going, keep going.
Where was it? Yeah, Dillian White could double jab him. Wilder will probably knock him out, man. He's got a chin, but like, yo, he went 12 with Arreola, a 38-year-old Chris Arreola. Like, that ain't a good look. That's not a good look. This was a guy you were supposed to look really good against. Not for the story of the fight to be the 38-year-old shot guy still has something in the tank. That's not what
Mm-hmm.
the story was meant to be. It was meant to be you putting a statement down. And he didn't do that. He got a win through throwing a few more shots than him per round. That was it. It was quite
So
competitive, really.
so you wanted to see a stoppage then?
I wanted to see something like clinical. I wanted to see him hurt Arreola, at least. Like, really hurt him, like to the body or something. And I felt like Arreola, he realised too late in that fight how he could have won. He didn't go to the body a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
when he was hurting Kownacki. And in that 12th round, you saw him dig into that body and punch at that rib cage. And Kownacki was wincing.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I liked about. That's what I liked about Arreola. He was going to the body. He wasn't just a lot of these heavyweights. It seems like they don't like going to the body unless it's just to create an opening upstairs. Arreola was really trying to dig into that fat, get himself a nice little fatty liver in there with left hook. Pete, what did you think about the fight?
Yeah, wow, obviously a good fight, man. um, War of attrition, like a Gaddy Ward type of fight in there. Just kind of a throwback fight. I don't think either one of them. Well, we were watching the fight together. McGregor, myself, Gonzalo, Johnny Boy, Matrix. We were kind of all trying to watch the fight at the same time on a voice thing, voice chat, whatever. So yeah, yeah, damn good fight. I didn't score the fight round by round as we were watching it, so I really had no idea. I saw it a little closer. I didn't know what the scorecards were going to reveal when they came out, but a lot of ebb and flows in the fight. I mean, Kowalki's just got a hard fucking head, man. He's just got a hard head. I don't know if um I don't know if he goes forward against somebody like Andy Ruiz or Deontay Wilder. I mean, I guess they're going to have enough power. McGregor's saying they're going to have enough power to actually knock him out with a headshot. This motherfucker just keeps coming forward as long as you let him come forward. It's a lot of pressure on Arreola. Arreola did very well. I understand he got a hand injury, and props to him too for a great fight.
Yeah, what is it with these Polacks and their tough heads? I mean, they're pretty tough, man. Hold on a second. Hold on. Polak, is that a conscientious term or is that a what's the correct term?
I think Polak's is a good term. I mean, there's no
I think the
nothing negative
correct
with that.
term is Polish.
Polish, yes, or Pole, yeah, Pole, not Polak.
Or Pole.
I always get confused. What do you want from me? I'm not Mr. Rainbow over here. Um, but see what people in. By the way, anybody from the regulars, anybody from the hangouts who wants to call in, there's plenty of space today. So call. I mean, give me a message on the Discord because I don't know how to send you the link by outgoing. I have to figure this crap out. Anyway, give a shout out to the Fight Scout who says, I didn't even know there was boxing tonight. Yeah, it was slim pickings tonight. Real slim pickings. Fight Scout says, continues by saying, Lennox Lewis and Deontay Wilder were just slobbering all over each other's knobs the whole time. Yep, that's what I got. Did you guys watch with the PBC commentating?
I had it low during the rounds because we were, like I said, we were all on the same voice call, but I thought it was more of the same from the PBC. Kenny Albert looks like a little hedgehog in between Deontay Wilder, who's dressed up like, I don't know, Andre 3000 with that fucking getup, and Lennox Lewis looked like they made his jacket out of a fucking pool table felt, like an old pool table, like the green felt.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know what
there's
the
some,
hell.
some weird ass shit going on in the in that commentating service. I mean, Deontay Wilder, just I like his enthusiasm. Some people were making fun of him for being a bit of a dick, but I don't mind him as a commentator. He's just you obviously know coming in, he's not gonna offer any great insight,
Yeah.
but in terms of energy, I liked it. I liked it. By the way, we got Revolucion in the Discord. Revolucion, are you there?
Hey, yo.
Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for being on. I don't know what to call this. Hangout? Oh, it's not a hangout anymore, but I mean, what else are we gonna call it?
It's the spot.
It's the spot, yes. Now I see that there might be some fireworks here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because we got Pete and Revolucion on the same hangout. Last time I wanted a bit of a brawl to break out. The fucking Gonzalo was trying to defuse the situation. We're not in Iraq anymore, Gonzalo. We want things explosive here at BDA Boxing. We agree too often. We agree with each other. I want a little bit of a little bit of discord. No pun intended. All right. So Revolucion, how did you see the fight?
Arreola Kownacki?
Yes. No, the fight between you and Pete.
Fight between me and Pete. Man, that shit's done with.
Well, not for
Pete.
me. I wanted to keep going. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. So
Pete,
how
you
did you
got
see?
any words? I ain't got nothing to say on it.
Come on.
We dogs in here, you know, we nip at each other.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's talk about boxing first. We'll talk about that shit later. Go ahead.
No, you know what? No, I'm not about that. If we gotta face, if there is something, we gotta talk about it right now. Get it done with.
There's nothing. But let's talk about that later.
Because it is a game, guys. You
There's
want
really
to
nothing.
think it's not, huh? Respect the cock.
All right. So that's how it's gonna be. Fine.
All right.
All right.
All right. Cool.
So how?
But I'm saying from this point on now, you know, there's like a big question mark now.
No, there's not. He said there's nothing going on. So go on. Heavyweight fights.
All right,
What did you think about?
but I mean, he left it off with, all right, we'll talk about that later, though. There's nothing, but we'll talk about it later.
All right. So we'll talk about it later then. Once we exhaust the fat Mexican versus the fat Polak. Come on.
Fat Mexican versus fat Polak. The fat Mexican looked slim compared to the fat Polak. Jesus Christ, he really did put on a little bit of extra weight. I love Joe Goossen. How are you feeling about the Goossen pep talks in between BDA? I know you love it.
You know, well, after the first round, I had to mute the broadcast because I was doing some other stuff. But just based on the body language, he was working his Jedi mind tricks on Arreola. So I think there was some trickery going on there, which I definitely
It was the same thing. Like, a lot of that Shane Mosley, he was saying, you know, we can do this all night. You've been doing this your whole life. You know,
I love that.
Go all night. You could fight 20 rounds if you wanted to.
Yeah. I love that Joe Goossen psychological. He gives you a boost. You know.
Yeah. So Arreola hurt his hand at some point in the fight, like around 5th round, it looked like. And so toward the end of the fight, Goossen was saying, "Come on, this is the pain game, and he can't hurt you. He can't hurt you." And Arreola said, "Oh, but my hand." He's like, "Listen, no, that's you hurting you. That's okay. He can't hurt you." It was definitely some Jedi mind trick shit, and I liked it.
I think what happened.
I was happy all around. You know, Arreola rides off into the sunset with some dignity. Kownacki had a good test, looked good. They broke a world record. I mean, fun fucking fight.
They broke a world record. What was that? What, I didn't hear that part in the fight.
Like for a heavyweight bout, most punches thrown and
oh, no shit.
landed or something like that. I forget the exact thing, but it was a CompuBox stat with the amount of punches thrown, and I think
it wasn't a CompuBox stat either. It was a Fox Sports stat.
Fox Sports, okay. So
it's not.
Yeah, so we'll wait for the official numbers to come back. Which last time I seen a Fox punch count, they were off by about 200. So.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay, so this is a whole other hair we got to split. All right.
Yeah, but I believe that might be possible, though. I mean, how the hell are you going to throw more? They didn't block
There
one.
wasn't more
They
punches in
didn't.
this fight than there was in like Ibuchi and David Tua.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Well, I gotta tell you, there's somebody in the chat room who's at Puppy Time.
When I say definitely not, I mean on the eye test, definitely not. I didn't feel like it, but
Yeah, I
since
mean,
this is a Fox stat, then
but it did seem like they threw a lot of shots. That's what my eyes told me.
oh yeah,
There's this guy in the chat, Puppy Time, saying doesn't matter if they're fat, it matters if they can box. Actually, it does matter if they're fat because you have to assume that if they were a little bit lighter, they might be able to do a little bit more twinkle stuff in there. Twinkle fairy stuff, staying on their toes, flying around, popping the jab a little bit more. I'm sorry, if you're way too heavy and you could trim down a little bit, why not? When people saying it doesn't matter if they're fat, yes, it matters if they're fat. Don't give me that shit about doesn't matter, all right?
This fat son of a bitch.
That's right. I'll say it all night long.
Fat.
Listen, here's the bottom line, so we can avoid a lot of overanalyzing. Where does Kownacki go from here? Because, like I said, he's short for a heavyweight. He couldn't stop Arreola, which the other giants have managed to do. He couldn't quite do it. How far can he go in this division?
that's a good point. Yeah.
It's a question. It's a question. Come on.
Okay. Well, I mean, before tonight, we were all talking about Wilder down the line. I don't think he can take on Wilder. That's easy pickings. I think maybe not, but yeah, tonight he looked good tonight. But like you just said, he didn't knock out Arreola, which other people have managed to do. So I got to take that into consideration.
Again,
I think Johnny had it like 115, 113 or something, bro. It was tight.
how did you have it again?
I had it 116, 112, man.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's a fair score.
Oh, he's only beaten Arreola by 4 rounds.
That's indicative of a competitive fight, but it's not. I mean, you can look at a fight that way.
You shouldn't be competitive with a 38-year-old Arreola who's been shot for 6 years.
Oh, he's already 38. Jeez.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Kownacki looked real good early on, and I think he gassed out around round 4 is when I noticed he was really looking tired in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's only putting on weight. That's not helping him. He's doing the opposite of the Andrew Ruiz. Andrew Ruiz talking about wanting to slim down, tone down.
Well, you know what the problem is, though, is he's been hanging around with Jarrell Big Baby Miller, who's giving all the fatzos out there some hope that you can be heavy and still be the best or one of the best heavyweights in the world. Like I said, people are giving me a little bit of criticism there in the chat room saying now it doesn't matter if you're fat or not, but it does matter. It slows you down, the fat. Come on. It's common sense. So with him, maybe that was it. Maybe the pace. Oh, McGregor says, I gotta go. I gotta go. What do you mean you gotta go? Anyway, listen. Like I said, the fat does play a factor in there. If you could be lighter, you don't know how better you could be. With Kownacki. So I don't know. Maybe I'm making too big a deal of it. But like I said before, with the people that he has to compete against, maybe it would suit him better to be as effective as possible. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. I guess with the heavyweights in particular, when it comes to age and it comes to physique, I mean, I guess you can only get that fat as a heavyweight, really. So none of the other weight classes really have to worry about some guy looking like one way or the other. But I mean, shit, if you're gonna give props to Andy Ruiz, right? I mean, legitimately give him props for doing what he had to do against AJ. Then how you gonna I don't know, man. How you gonna get on Kownacki too much for looking flabby?
Well, I'm not necessarily criticizing for looking flabby. What I'm saying is, Ruiz did what he did, right? I don't think many of us expected him to do it, and it's a fair point that you're making. My argument is, if you're gonna be competing against guys that are way taller than you, or like Deontay Wilder, who's faster, I think, than Kownacki and hits obviously harder with that right hand, why not give yourself all the advantages possible and go in there in the best shape possible? Why go in there just eating whatever he wants? Why is he going in there eating Polish sausages and all that stuff? Why doesn't he cut it down a little bit and go in there lighter so he can give himself the best chance to win? I mean, it's a
Yeah, I
total.
hear what you're saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I mean, yeah, I don't know what he. I really only got turned on to Kawaki during that Charles Martin fight, so I don't know. For all I know, the guy was 350 pounds. But a guy like Tyson Fury, it's like you only expect him to look so good in light of where he came from. In other words, he's walking around 400 pounds. By the time that Wilder fight came around, I mean, you wouldn't expect him to come out there looking like AJ. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have. There's only so much time to affect it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about Kawaki or his habits in between fights.
Well, with
I know
Kownacki,
he's got a fucking chin on him though. I tell you that.
yeah, that's a given. I mean, that he took some monster shots tonight. And the other thing is this: he's got some decent wins over Chris Martin, Spilka. I think he beat them by KO, if I'm not mistaken. But by the way, if anybody wants to call in, the number's right up there on your screen. Late at night, hopefully we'll get some nut jobs. Call in, and don't be afraid. We wanna get everybody's opinion.
I think this is the fucking heaviest Kownacki's ever been.
How much is
Really?
he?
Oh shit.
Do you remember what weight he came in at?
I don't remember the numbers.
He looked up to be about 230 plus, maybe.
But I've seen him in fights like you said, the Spilka one, fight against this guy Yago Kiladze. He looked big, but he put it this way: he looked closer to what Arreola did tonight than the current Kownacki did.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I'm looking at boxing scene here because I'm trying to find out what weight he came in at or weighed in last night. I mean, I don't know how much he weighed going into the fight, but I'm looking at what he was saying prior to the fight, and he said that he hopes to stop. He hopes that he can stop Arreola in half the time that Wilder did. Well, in that respect, he failed. Couldn't stop Arreola. I didn't even know Arreola was 38. To me, I thought he was still in his 30, mid 30s, 33. Can't believe he's already 38.
Yep.
Time flies by. Eric Roses said 263. What? Okay, Pumpy Time says Chris came in at 244. Kownacki around 254. See, that's not good. Can't hang around your old Big Baby Miller and eat cheeseburgers and chicken nuggets, microwave chicken nuggets all the time. It's gonna catch up to these guys eventually. We've seen it happen before. I mean, I know with the heavyweights they get a little bit more leeway when it comes to weight and eating habits, but you're not giving your body the proper nutrition. Like I said, every advantage counts. Just an inch, maybe a microsecond speed of difference, and it could result in a good knockout win. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, as far as the knockout goes, I mean, listen, I was pretty impressed by his motor. I understand he fights in spurts, but they are heavyweights. I mean, I don't know which heavyweights don't fight in spurts. These guys.
That's a good
seems
point.
like he's coming forward, like tremendous amount of pressure put on Arreola. Arreola, even from round one, was trying to get some respect out of him. It just in terms of being walked back, he tried to sit down and throw a right hand counter just to get this guy to relax. But for the first 4 or 5 rounds, Kownacki just was walking forward like a zombie, just eating everything that Arreola threw. The problem I got with Kownacki going forward is that he doesn't seem to have the power. Definitely not the one punch power, but also I don't see his power as like his cumulative power. I don't really see as that threatening either. I really don't think that he has that kind of. He pressures you because he's always in front of you. He's throwing shots, but if I had to start, if he wanted to hit his best shot, I would say just forget about trying to lose fat. If he kept the fat that he had right now, and just put on some damn muscle and just start working on some power. You know what I mean? Like get stronger. I don't care if he loses fat or not, but get stronger.
Yeah, maybe. Well, if he adds muscle below the fat, I'm pretty sure he's already pretty freaking strong under all that fat. But yeah, maybe to try to change something up because he's gonna need some heavy artillery when he goes in there against those monsters like Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua and maybe Dubois or some of those other up and coming giants. And like you said, you brought up a good point. Which heavyweight doesn't fight in spurts? Even Gerald Big Baby Miller fights in spurts. He can't fight for every minute of every round, and he's a walking pharmacy. So if he can't do it, don't expect a lot of other guys to look like Antonio Margarito in there. By the way, we got a phone call, 619. You're on the air, 619.
Hey, what up, what up?
Yes, hello. Identify yourself, caller, please.
Hey, what's going on? So my name is Jesus.
All right, Jesus. What do you want to talk about, Jesus?
Whatever. I called in about, I heard you guys talking about, Arreola and Kownacki. I thought that was a pathetic fight.
Oh.
It looked like two fucking has-beens going at it. Is that really what the heavyweight division is about? Two motherfuckers that look like they could be your fucking uncle fighting?
Hey.
Sometimes it is.
Get the fuck out of here. That's not the heavyweight, bitch. If you think that's the heavyweight, get the fuck out of here. Go fucking put your ass underneath a pillow and choke yourself.
He makes a compelling point. Revolucion, you want to counter that, you said?
Yes, sir. I want to counter it. Yes, they did look like two has-beens. Kownacki is out of shape. Arreola is old man. But they both fucking fought with their hearts. They wore the heart on their sleeve. Arreola knew he was retiring at the end of this fight if he lost. And I could see he was fighting and he cared about winning. So that's what matters.
Listen what this guy said. Hold on. Listen what this guy said. He agreed with everything I said, but then he gives him an excuse. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give my boxers an excuse. You come out here to fucking win and win, motherfucker.
Pete, this is the perfect time to double tag team Revolucion. You and Jesus, go at him.
I don't even think they're even disagreeing with each other. I like the style, man. Good call.
I'm just adding on the point. What I fucking liked watching the fight was the storyline of Arreola's gonna retire after he loses this. And I was like, is he there to win? Is he really trying?
Did you buy that? Motherfucker, Arreola, that was the only selling point he fucking had. He should have been retired.
Motherfucker, do you have any respect for your grandparents? Do you respect your grandparents?
When is Arreola fighting?
No.
Hey, I'll tell you what though. You know, like the analogy that the caller made about watching your two drunk uncles fight. I don't know. I give him a little more credit than that tonight, but to bring it back to that, this is how those fights start, though. Sir, you sound like you had a few tonight, but I do like the call. But this is usually how those fights start.
Well, you know what?
Fuck you.
Hold on. To Jesus' credit, I'm gonna put up the heavyweight rankings here. I mean, to Revolucion's credit, I should say, not to Jesus. Kownacki and Arreola, they don't look like they're in the best of shape, but consider that Kownacki is in the lower tier of the top 10 heavyweights. Arreola is not even in the top 10, according to Ring Magazine. So it's not representative of the entire heavyweight card. I mean, yes, the heavyweights right now are a little bit weak, but I mean, come on, compared to Wilder, Joshua, Fury, who's 6'7", 6'8", he's not in that bad of shape.
But am I criticizing of them? Are they what we expect from heavyweights?
But that's okay.
Which one, sir? Which one, Jesus? Are you saying Arreola you could see because he's a little past it? That you're more knocking Kownacki, right? That's what your problem is.
Nah, I was criticizing Arreola big time. Kownacki, I could chalk it up to him fighting down to the level. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but
now
like I
Jesus.
said,
now look
Jesus.
at the picture as a whole. Now look at the picture as a whole.
Okay, let's look
Is
at the
that
picture.
heavyweight boxing?
But hold on, like look, Jesus, come on, man. Like I told you, Nowacki is in the lower tier of the top 10. Arreola is not even in the top 10. I don't think it's representative of the whole picture, as you say.
But who's next?
That's a good question. That's what. Who do you want to see? Who do you want to? Let's play manager. Let's say you're Nowacki's manager. Let's say you're not drinking tequila and downing shots on a Saturday night. Who do you put the Nowacki against?
I put Kownacki against the best fighter I could get him against for the biggest money.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm the manager.
And who would that be?
Right?
Yeah, but who would that be? Is the
That'll
question.
be whoever's available. Who's available?
Well, hold on. You said
name.
Yeah, you said we need a name. Who brings the biggest money, and who has the biggest name? Come on.
For Kownacki, motherfucker, it goes White, but he just got busted.
All right,
Right?
hold on a second. We got
Am I
Gypsy.
lying?
No, you're not lying. You're not lying. So you want? All right, I can hear you pouring some drinks. Just if you could take a moment.
Me. That's not me.
All right, I don't know who it is then.
That's not me, no.
Sounds like you. All right.
That's
if
not
you
me.
could, okay, if you could tell us then just a name. Come on, another name.
White, fucking Usyk, fuck it. Usyk
No, that's not a big.
Let them go at it.
Yeah, but that's not a big name. Listen, if he wants to make some money, I'll play the manager now. If he wants,
But listen. Does
we already listened.
Kownacki deserves a big name? What the fuck has he done? He's in not even A level. He's not even in B level. He's in C level trying to get to B level.
Okay, so do you want to see what? So do you want to see Wilder fight Old Man Ortiz again? Ortiz was having a dialysis treatment right minutes before going into the ring. Come on.
It doesn't matter if I want to see it. It doesn't matter if I want to see it.
I just asked you which fight do you want to see. I asked you which fight you want to see, and you said, "Well, I want to see the fight with the biggest money." So now you're saying it doesn't matter.
That's not what I said, motherfucker.
Hey, first of all, you better watch your language. You better. This is a family show, man. Come on. You better watch that fucking mouth, man. Come on.
Man, we was talking about Kownacki, and
That's
we
right.
said Kownacki. You asked me who would he want to fight?
Yes.
And I said I don't know, White. Then you said White.
All right.
Blah blah blah.
Okay, I can't hear you because you keep pouring drinks onto the microphone. I can't hear you.
That's not me, motherfucker. That's
then
not
who
me.
is it then?
Whoever the fuck it is.
Who's pouring drinks into the mic?
Fucking show.
Who's pouring drinks into the mic? Come on, stop it. All
Let's go. Let's go.
I told you that like 4 times already, motherfucker.
But then who is okay? It's immaterial who it is, right, Jesus? I'm on your team. I want to see the best possible fights in.
If you're on my team, I want to see some pom poms, motherfucker.
Well, hold on a second. We're not in prison here, all right? We're not gonna play the game.
BDA, get him off.
What do you mean get him off?
No. You do not get this guy off. You leave him on. This guy right here is gold. Sir,
speaking of, hold on. Speaking of gold, we got Gypsy Boxing on the line. Gypsy, thank you for being on. You want to say something to Jesus here? Do you agree with him? Do you disagree with him? What do you think about this whole scenario?
Oh, what is Jesus saying in the first place, bro? I don't understand.
Okay, well, I asked. He says he doesn't like Arreola and Kownacki, or however you spell his name, because they're giving the heavyweight division a bad name by coming in so out of shape and sloppy.
I don't mind him being out of shape. He just ain't high level.
Okay.
He's like at the same level as the what's his name? Maybe even lower than that. The guy that fought Dubois, Gorman.
Gorman.
He's like a little bit lower. Yeah, he's a little bit less than Gorman probably in caliber.
All right, sorry. Jesus, stop pouring drinks into the microphone, man.
That's
Come
just
on.
me pissing.
No, that's not
just me pissing.
That's Jesus. You gotta stop it, man, or I'm gonna hang up on you. Jesus, are you there? Jesus, stop it, man. Come on.
God damn it, Jesus. Back away from the bar during the
Jesus. Okay, that's not. I think he's like. I think like he's
You know what
pissing.
that is? That's Jesus turning water into wine.
All right. Well, listen.
I'll drink
Sounds
for
like
that.
Patron. Sounds like Patron to me.
It's too late in the night at night for me to keep this show together, man. I really been up since 6 in the morning, organizing this whole Christians for Israel meeting that we have tomorrow. All right. So
Am
all
I
right. So
invited?
listen, I asked Jesus an interesting question. Where does Kownacki go from here? Because my thinking is this: if I'm his manager, I'm gonna cash him out right away. Put him in there against Wilder. Put him in there against Fury if you can. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you disagree?
Either cash him out or get one more like big step up fight or a couple of step up fights.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Who did
so
Kownacki fight? This last fight? Who was it? Arreola or something?
Tonight was Arreola, and his last fight was
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Martin. Charles Martin.
Charles Martin. I mean, you could put him up against let's see here, good matchup. Daniel Dubois will destroy him. Anybody you put him up against with, I mean, damn.
His last fight was Gerald Washington. Before that,
oh yeah, he
Joe,
stopped
it's still. I mean, it's not a bad. Whoever's managing him is not doing a bad job. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
That's a good
Maybe
Gypsy, have
put
you?
him up against
Gypsy, did you see the fight
got-
tonight?
Huh?
Did you see the fight tonight?
No, I didn't. But I know Kownacki.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen him fight with Arreola today. Oh, was it Jared Washington? Whoever it was he fought today. I don't give a shit. I don't mind watching that fool. Not watching that fool. That is.
that's it. That's it, guys. By the way, that's the end. That's the end of Chris Arreola. So
What did-
Chris Arreola. Oh, him. Yeah, Chris Arreola is. That fool's a bum, bro. But
let's
Kownacki might have.
on the man's night of retirement. Let's have a little bit of a retrospect through the years.
Okay. Let him have a great life. I just say that much. I don't know what you want me to say.
Mr.
Anyways,
BDA, Mr. BDA, what was the first time you saw Chris Arreola fight?
Oh, I can remember that. That was in the auditorium, not so the forum in California. Forget who he fought. I think it was another fatso, and I was pretty impressed, man. I mean, there was hope that he was going to be the first Mexican heavyweight. It took another 10 years for us to see that
It
in
was
Andy
in
Ruiz.
Chihuahua, Mexico, when he was watching Arreola fight.
And by the way, Jesus, are you still there, man? Jesus, I can hear you
Anyway.
scrounging. I can hear you scrounging around there back in with the glasses. Come on.
What was that Arthur Spilka?
No, that was Jesus.
That's
Oh,
who
you.
Right.
Yeah, you
Arthur
talking about.
Spilka should be the next opponent.
Nah, Jesus
The guy who
hung
got
up. By the
knocked
way,
the hell out.
Jesus hung up. This is gonna be Jesus in a couple of minutes at a party later on.
Can I kiss you on the mouth? No! Please let me. I'm really drunk. Really, I am. I'm out of my head. Fucking idiot.
All right. So Jesus hung up on
That
us.
sounds like Michael on the other end, bro.
Anyway, listen. I tried to give him a shot. Play manager a little bit. He didn't want to. What do you want from me? Listen, guys. Call in. The number's right up there on your screen. Don't be afraid.
Hey,
Yeah. So
if it means anything to you, if it makes it any better, I guarantee Jesus is still screaming into that phone right now. He just doesn't know he's making it.
I don't know if he realizes he's off the air. I didn't hang up on him, but he's back. All right, hold on a second. Jesus, are you back, man?
Hey, what up?
All right.
Hey, what up? You
Nice.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Nice.
I think we got disconnected there. Listen,
You guys had me on mute for like 30 fucking minutes and shit.
nah, I can't mute people. Listen, the point is this. I do agree with you on one thing,
Nah,
Jesus.
you can, motherfucker. You can.
Don't call me a liar, Jesus. Jesus, don't call me a liar, man. Come on, don't be like that. Here's
Motherfucker, one thing or another, I wasn't getting through. Yes or no?
yeah, you were getting through.
But yes or no, when I wanted to get through, I didn't get through. Yes or
Hey,
no?
Jesus, we got a call. We got a call from Chris Arreola. He wants to say something to you. Hold on a second. All right, how that wasn't Chris Arreola. I don't know who's playing the sound effects. Listen, Jesus, I wanted to say something to your point. It is true that most of these heavyweights, they're not keeping themselves in the best shape possible. I mean, look at Dylan White. He's got some like baby fat. No, I'd say more than baby fat around him. He's a professional athlete for Pete's sake. He's one of the top 5 heavyweights in the world. And I know this is not a bodybuilding contest, but you didn't see heavyweights looking like this back in the 80s and the 70s. At least not in the top level. What do you think about that?
Big George.
That's a lie. George Foreman looked like a fat ass.
In his prime in the 70s?
Nah. He didn't look. He didn't
There's
look.
nothing
He
wrong with
didn't look
that.
like a fat
Nothing
ass
wrong
too.
with that.
His ass got taxed.
That's right. His ass got taxed.
Right?
Oh, of course he did.
Am I lying?
I agree with you, Jesus. I'm on your side. I'm on your team. It's gypsy boxing, this Armenian.
Listen.
Yes.
I like them. I like the fighters to be big. Not some bodybuilder type guys, bro. Fuck that shit.
You're a size
I
queen.
hate that. Yeah, it's more cushion for the pushing. No, I'm just playing.
You're a god. Yeah, you're a gosh darn size queen is what you are. Now it's interesting because one of the things. Well, I'm gonna try to lower his level.
That's
a
not
little
me,
bit.
motherfucker.
All right, who is it then? Come out and say it already, because it's pissing me off. I will say this.
Not me.
All right, I get it. At the end of the day, it's immaterial who is fat and who's not, as long as they keep getting the wins. Jesus, I want to ask you something. Ruiz Joshua, if the rematch takes place this year, as supposedly it's gonna, who do you pick in that one?
Who I'm picking on that one? I'm
That's
picking Ruiz in a hard fight, very hard fight. Because the only reason Ruiz won, Joshua gave him the opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe they went back to their own camp and realized that. Right?
Yes, that's right.
Because when Joshua stayed out when he wanted to, that's how he dropped him. And if he would have kept it disciplined, it might have happened the same way to a victory for Joshua. But I think the camp realized it, and now the camp is gonna adapt. And now I think Ruiz is gonna win. I think Ruiz got the better chin and got the better punch.
The better punch.
The better punch.
Huh. Guys, what do you think about that?
He don't have the
Because when
better
you
punch.
throw a punch, you got to go. Hold on. Excuse me. When you throw a punch, you throw it, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like a punch.
Mm-hmm.
When you throw a boxing punch, you pivot your weight. There's a difference between a punch and a boxing punch. And I think Ruiz throws a punch like a motherfucker. And then anybody that been in the fight knows this. Knows it.
Yeah,
There's
no,
a difference between a couple punches.
I gotcha. I mean, you make a good point. He needs to punch harder. What do you guys think about what he's saying? Do you think he's got does Ruiz hit harder than Joshua?
Negatory.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. The caller kind of explained it. When a boxer throws his boxing punch, he kind of pivots into it, uses his weight properly, and those techniques generate more power scientifically. I mean, we're talking the technique makes a better punch. It's one thing to throw a street fight punch with all your might. It's going to hurt still, but if you want to actually throw the perfect punch, it's going to be how you just explained it.
Yeah,
Joshua has a better
But check this out.
Go ahead.
When Ruiz got up, Joshua threw the perfect textbook punch. Boom. Right across his chin. But Ruiz
All right,
took
could
it,
you
right?
lower the music in the background, please?
That's not me.
All right, I don't know who it is then. All right. Keep going, Jesus. All right, sorry about that, Jesus. I don't know who's doing that. I don't know who's playing those sound effects. Go ahead, Jesus. Keep going, please.
Wait. Yeah, bro.
Wepa.
Órale, Jesus, come on.
Shit.
Keep going with what you were saying,
They
man. I'm
all
interested.
wicked with Mexicans.
Órale,
La
Jesus.
Nah, but
raza.
Jesus, come on, let's go, man. Well, I want to hear what you got to say.
now, like if you watch the fight,
Mm-hmm.
bam, you could say, you know, you get caught cold, right? That's the thing in boxing. He got caught cold. Fuck it. Maybe not cold, but cold-ish. He got up, but when he got up, he got hit with a 1-2, the hardest
Mhm.
1-2 Josh could ever throw, right? The hardest 1-2 Josh could ever throw, and he ate it. Boom, boom, boom. And then he was like, all right. And then he threw his punches back and got him back.
Mhm.
That proves that he could eat Josh's power like it ain't shit. When his mind wants it. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, you
That is
agree,
a
man.
positive. That's positive.
All right?
That's
Right.
correct.
No,
Yeah, you're on point with that one, but he doesn't hit harder than AJ though.
but now,
He's
Rick,
close, but he doesn't.
Gypsy, you pick Luis or Joshua in the rematch. I always forget. And by the way, who's Rooster?
I
Jesus,
keep
is that
picking
you?
Ruiz, bro. I keep
That's
picking a
somebody's
Snickers
rooster.
eater, bro.
That ain't
I
my
love
rooster,
Snickers.
baby.
Okay. Sorry about that, Gypsy. What were you
Some
saying?
cockfighting going on.
Yeah, there's some cockfighting
I
going
was
in the
saying,
background of Jesus'
I was
phone, man.
saying, my bad. Can I talk? Or
That's
Yes,
in
yeah,
my
please,
you
go
house,
ahead.
can just keep.
bitch.
All right, go ahead, Gypsy. Keep going.
Whose house is it?
Fucking
Shut up,
fool.
Jose. Sit down on the sofa. All right. As I was saying, Ruiz, I think he's gonna win. I'm done.
Oh, jeez.
Jose, proceed.
All right, Jesus. I think we got it all covered. We'll see when the Luis Joshua fight does end up happening, the rematch, and call back again so we can talk more in depth about that fight. All right.
All right. Shit.
Fantastic.
We
What do
talking
you?
more boxing or what?
Yeah, we can talk more boxing. Sure. I'm kind of done with the heavyweights though. I want to talk a little bit about the upset of the
Yeah, I
night.
talk all boxing, baby.
I'm pretty sure you do.
I,
I want to talk about the upset of the night. Marcus Browne ended up losing to Jean Pascal, got dropped 3 times. The fight ended up getting stopped on a headbutt. They went to technical decision, and lo and behold, Jean Pascal has nabbed himself another title. If you guys care about that, he's now the.
Goes to show you
was
how
that a
much of a hype
surprise?
job Badu Jack was.
What was that?
That's what that is. Shows you how much of a hype job Badu Jack was.
Well, I mean,
Badu Jack fought cleverly that was washed up. And then fought before he fought someone else. I forgot what his name was. He fought most of these fighters, washed, and some of them he lost to, like Grove. He lost to, and people still think he beat Grove. He didn't beat Grove. Badu Jack was a hype job made by the Mayweathers.
I can understand your point
And
of view. I can understand the point of view because he did almost. I mean, how many draws in a row did this guy have? I know the Bute fight was turned over into a win for him because Bute tested positive, but then he had that draw against Stevenson, against the Gale. He had a bunch of other draws before that too. I think he's a pretty solid fighter, but like I was telling people in the Discord during the fight, it seems to me like Marcus Browne is just Chad Dawson 2.0. What do you guys think about that? Is that a fair description?
yeah,
All right.
you're on point with
Well,
See what
because
Jose got to say. Jose, what do you got to say about that, bro?
it's Jesus, it's not Jose.
I'm sorry, Jesus.
Jesus, are you still there, man, or did you hang up again? Jesus, I can hear the background, man. There, come on. Jesus, don't do this to me, man. Playing around with me. You think because you're Mexican, you get the Mexican card here, the
5,
Mexican. He thinks
He's
he's got the
actually
Mexican.
performing miracles right now.
3,
All right,
2,
listen.
Jesus.
1.
All right, forget it,
Don't
forget it,
speak.
forget it.
Do not speak
Forget
ill
it,
of bad
forget it,
Chad.
forget it, forget it.
Don't-
Listen, what? Sorry, what were you just gonna say about Chad Dawson?
Don't speak ill of bad Chad.
I'll speak ill of him, man, all I want, man. Come on.
Hometown fighter right here. He's my hometown fighter.
Are you from Connecticut?
Yes,
Huh. I'm sorry for
New
your.
Haven area.
I'm sorry about that. Now listen, I wanted to say something interesting here about that Marcus Browne. He was digging some body shots against Jean Pascal. But here's my problem. Like I do agree with Gypsy boxing style a little bit in that fucking Marcus Browne, Jean Pascal barely beat Chad Dawson 8, 9 years ago, and now here against what's his name, against Marcus Browne, he's dropping him 3 times. He ends up winning a decision. I mean, it's not a good look for Marcus Browne. Meanwhile, Bivol handled Pascal not easily, but he got through it with a decision win. What do you think about the light heavyweight division, guys? They're thinning the herd, aren't they?
Look, with Pascal fighting Bivol, that fight, Bivol that was his 4th fight in the year. He was not like 100%. I'm pretty sure he was like hurt. He could have finished Pascal. He had like multiple opportunities. But I'm guessing like the body was not up to task, even though the mind was.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a good comparison of what could have happened.
Man, who has fought in what weight division we're talking about?
Jesus,
light heavyweight.
You gotta keep up, man. Light heavyweight.
Man, how hard is it just to say light heavyweight?
Well, if you're wasted, it's pretty hard, man.
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?
Fucking told you though, BDA.
Yeah.
Hey, how fucking hard is it to say?
It was in my head right now. Don't laugh. It was in my head right now. Kovalev, Barrera, all these fools.
Hey, by the way, is there somebody fucking in the background of your?
Man, come on, man.
That's me, man. That's my closet, bro.
Is that your chickens fucking now? Listen, Jesus.
Every time I open up my closet, that's the noise that comes up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Jesus, take a couple of minutes to gather your thoughts, and we'll get back to you. Right? Let me just say something that in the chat room here, Recognize the Matrix says Pascal lost to a B-level fighter. I mean, Browne lost to a B-level fighter. Fight Scout says I always knew Chad Dawson was a hype job. Air Max says Chad Dawson 2.0. You say that because he looks like Chad Dawson. No, that's not what I'm saying. Give Me the Loot says Badu Jack's best fight was versus DeGale, and they were both hype jobs, like I think Tank Davis and Deontay Wilder are. No, that's a fair way of looking at it. Oh, by the way, do we get Recognize online? Recognize, are you there?
What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? Did you watch tonight's fights?
Yep, I did.
What do you think about that? About Marcus Browne ended up losing on against Jean Pascal. It sort of breaks the prophecy of a guy we used to have on this show, right? Baidu Jack, Adonis Stevenson, that type of connection.
Absolutely, that's what I was thinking.
But I mean, it seems to me like Marcus Browne was a bit of a manufactured fighter. I mean, he got past. I mean, Marcus Browne, he got past Baidu Jack, sure, but who was the guy that he had struggled against? Marcus Browne. There was a guy he'd struggled with.
Serbian kid, Krasves something, and he's the one that got knocked out in 4 rounds by Beterbiev.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. So, like I'm telling people here today, this light heavyweight division, it seems like the herd is getting thinned because if you can't handle the weight of it, if you can't keep up with all these guys, they're getting knocked out or they're getting beaten essentially. I mean, let's take a look at some of the top light heavyweights right now. Sullivan Barrera, who did get.
There's nobody there.
I'm about to tell you who's there, Jesus. Come on.
What are you talking about? Just chill.
Go.
There's Sullivan Barrera, Jesse Hart, Baidu Jack, Eleider Alvarez. Now that's the thing. That's why I'm keep saying thinning the herd, because Barrera got knocked out by Gvozdyk, right? Hold on a second. Sullivan Barrera got knocked out by Gvozdyk, or stopped. Baidu Jack got stopped by Marcus Browne. Alvarez just lost to Kovalev. Jesse Hart, he's not gonna get too far, I don't think. Browne, like we said, he just lost. Beterbiev, he's been looking a little bit vulnerable in his last, not the last fight, but the other one. Now you got Bivol and Kovalev, and like I said, Gvozdyk. Hey, where is Gvozdyk? Where did they? Oh, he's a number 1. Okay, sorry about that. So he's Gvozdyk. It's a pretty tight division, man. And Jesus, if you tell me you don't know who these guys are, man, I don't know what to tell you.
I didn't tell
You're a
you I
bum.
don't know who they are.
Recognize.
So
What
why
did
you
you
trying
tell?
to put that on me?
Well, because you said there's
Did I
nobody.
tell you I didn't know
Well, you said
who
there's
they
nobody
are?
there. You said there's nobody there, and I
Well,
just told you all the big names. And
my statement still stands. Who are they in the division?
it's some of the best fighters in the world. What's the matter with you, Jesus? Come on, let's stop the shtick,
Who
all
is
right?
this?
Who
Who
are
is this
they in
guy?
the top level? In the top level.
Jesus, recognize it's a caller. We took his.
He works for Al Heyman. This is Ruiz.
Yeah, he
Who
works for
answers
all
the
him.
phone
Yeah.
when you try to call Al to
No,
make a
no,
fight.
no,
This
no,
is
no, 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 no. Nothing like that. Nothing like that.
How many drinks you had today?
yeah, he's
Hey,
faded.
please.
I mean, I'm not saying that, but
You call me a casual before you call me a Heyman.
No, nobody called you casual. Nobody called you a casual. I said if you don't know who these guys are, I don't exactly know what you claim all this boxing knowledge for. And by the way, you got a
No,
the
we've been talking boxing for a minute. All right?
yeah.
Is it 6 o'clock in the morning in Canada or something?
BDA, cut it.
And where
Cut
did
it out,
I
yo. Cut it out.
straight left or right at?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You got a bunch of sounds in the background. You got people fucking.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
keep
yeah. Don't change the subject. Where did I straight left or right at? If you guys want to, like, you know what I mean, try to come at me in a different way with boxing, where did I straight left or right at when we're talking boxing?
I can't understand what you're saying, man.
Come on.
He's talking.
You want to talk about light heavyweights? Hey, we were talking about the light heavyweights.
Everybody understands what I'm saying, but they're just trying to be nice to you because you're the host.
Well, they should be nice to me because I am the host,
Come on,
and
man.
not only am I the host, I'm the best host in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's pretty
Well,
official
I'm
right there.
telling you.
Undisputed.
That's a
What
lie.
are you guys trying
That's
to
a lie.
diss me in boxing? Because I've been here since day one.
I'm never
Wait,
nice.
what do you mean you
hey,
get
a good host is like a good bartender. You know, they let you go for a while, but then they start getting all crazy.
I
Taking
got a-
keys. Oh, fuck that.
I got a real
we
good
talk
question for the
boxing, we
caller.
talk
I got a
boxing.
real good question. Okay, caller.
We talk boxing.
On the topic of light heavyweights, we're gonna go back a couple years to a fight.
Oh, come on. Now we're going to go trivia here.
No. How did you feel about Kovalev Ward 2? That stoppage. How'd that make you feel?
They're bums.
The bomb.
Best fight ever.
Fuck,
You
yo.
know, real fighters will say, you know what? You know what? Shut up. You know, real motherfuckers will say this. Kovalev bowed the fuck down. I don't give a fuck if it was a low blow or whatever. Kovalev bowed the fuck down. A real fighter don't bow the fuck down. Am I right?
That's right. He's got a point there.
Like, yo, wait, you from the West Coast, right? Caller?
Man, I don't give a fuck where I'm from. A fighter
Bow
is a
down.
fighter from
Bow down.
Australia, Russia, United States, Mexico. Right?
Sometimes you don't sound like you're kidding. You know, there's a lot of
I'll
people
tell you what
around.
you are.
Y'all made him
Am I
bow down.
right?
You're an alien.
Am I right?
You are an
I mean,
alien,
only-
my friend.
You shut up. You shut your
Look,
fucking
they got
hole.
mad. They got mad, motherfucker. They got mad. But right. Am I right?
But I didn't even.
Motherfucker, you
I
got
didn't even
hit
hear.
low blow.
Uh-huh.
That's a fight.
Not right.
You
I said
better
if I'm
find
right.
out a way to come up on top. You
Hey, Jesus.
better find out a way to come out
Jesus,
on
I got a
top.
question for you because I'm very interested in your boxing insight. I think you got some real deep knowledge there, and I want to pick your brain a little bit more about some of the your boxing knowledge. You mentioned the light heavyweight division sucks. All right, that's fair enough. So I'm interested in which is your favorite division in boxing right now. What's the hottest division for Jesus?
My favorite division in boxing right now got to be
Got to be.
160, 147, 140, 135 because of Tank and Ryan Garcia. I think they
This
can
guy's
meet somewhere
drunk,
right
man.
there.
Now let's. By the way, are you watching? Are you watching on YouTube the screen here? The stream that we've got going on.
Nah.
Ah shit. Okay, because I want
Because
you mentioned Ryan Garcia, and we've
You want
often
me to get
talked.
on it? You want me to get on it?
If you want to, yeah, sure. Because you mentioned Ryan Garcia. Now, every time you mention Ryan Garcia on this show, we gotta check out his Twitter page because I'm all about Mexican boxing. You gotta keep it real with Mexican boxing. It's all about keeping your mouth shut and doing your job in the ring. Ryan Garcia doesn't really do that. He's got some weird habits. So I'm gonna be putting up the tweet.
How he's not done it? How did he not?
Yeah.
Who did he talk shit
You sound
about
like a queer, bro.
that he hasn't fucked up?
No, it's not about what he says. It's about what he does, which is much more important than words. I'm looking at his Twitter here. Now, you take a look at some of the poses he does here. First of all, he looks like he's posing for a Calvin Klein ad. Not.
This man kills you both. Then do you know what the klutz did?
All right, who's got the TV in the background? All right, it's all right. So,
Why are you looking at him, bro?
But what
Hold
the
on a
fuck
second.
does that got to do anything with what the fuck we talking about?
Well, okay, hold on a second. I'm asking you. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the Quags who just donated via the super chat. And he says, "I made 450 buckaroos of the Pascal knockout. I'm gonna buy recognize a new mop. He convinced me to bet it at plus 1800. Wow! Shout out to the Quags for his donation.
Quags cashed in on that Pascal fight.
Holy. Wow, goddamn.
Made that
And
cash.
shout out to Quags too. Look at the amount. $25 fucking super chat.
No.
That's right. And by the way, is
where
that
did all those pictures go?
hold on a second, recognize, that was based off your recommendation?
Yes, I did.
Oh, there you go. Recognize knows what he's talking about, man.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna donate, but I forgot.
Yeah, you say
I'm
that all the
sorry.
time. You say that all. You keep
But
giving your
listen, I
money to
gotta
the.
give Quags. You gotta give
That's what
Quags
they
the
all
credit because
say.
I didn't take the bet.
Oh, you didn't take the
I
bet.
would never donate.
Nah, I just told Quags. I said I think that bet looks good because Pascal looked good at the weigh-in.
Ah, wait a minute. That's the gypsy boxing style way of thinking, man. You pick
I know.
fights.
I went a little gypsy there. Went a little gypsy.
Why you copying, bro? Why you copying?
Bro, it's Gypsy. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, bro? It's been a long time. No see.
Yeah, I was happy when I wasn't talking to you. So.
Oh, come on. Now, what you gotta...
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
come on.
kidding. I'm
Back to
kidding.
boxing. Bring it back to boxing.
So much love to go around, bro.
You're the best boxing style.
I know I am.
You're almost as good as this guy Jesus on the phone, who's drunk out of his mind.
Hey, Jesus, are you watching? Are you watching the stream then?
Hey.
Jesus, answer the question. Are you watching the stream? Jesus, are you watching the Jesus, are you watching the screen? Jesus, are you watching the screen? Are you watching the screen?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
All right, so I want to show you a little bit something here of. You tell me if this is keeping in with the Mexican tradition of fighting. All right, you tell me, man. Hold on a second. We're gonna fast forward this.
You guys don't.
Are you watching that?
Clowning.
That's Ryan Garcia dancing
And
right
you're
there.
holding hands with a black guy.
Are you watching? Are you watching?
I'm watching.
Who is that on the screen?
That's Ryan Garcia.
Right, and it looks like he's dancing like it's Robert Knight at the cave in Chelsea in New York.
How's that hurting my feelings?
Now, come on, really, Mexican to Mexican. Is this the way that a Mexican fighter is supposed to conduct himself? Come on.
Is that the way a Mexican fighter is supposed to conduct himself?
Yes or no? It's a simple question. You keep answering my questions with questions, man. You know what, Jesus? Maybe if you weren't loaded, you'd be able to answer my questions a little bit more properly, all right? So,
Look it.
jump into the shower.
You guys are hating because you guys know I'm Mexican.
I'm hating because I'm asking you a question, Holmes. I'm asking you a question, Holmes, and you're not answering the question.
The moment I said I was Mexican, you guys changed. The moment
I'm Mexican too. I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican to the core. Órale, ¿cómo estás? What do you think? I'm not Mexican, man?
Where you at, pinche güey?
Makes you a puto. Wow,
Eres de México, ¿de dónde eres, güey?
Ay, hablo mejor español que tú, pendejo. ¿Cómo la ves
bro?
así?
They're Puerto Rican, bro.
All right.
I bet he can't answer. I bet he can't answer.
You bet you can't answer what? What was the question? I can't even understand the question. Nobody said you cut off. What's your question? Go ahead. I'll try to answer your questions the way you don't answer mine.
Speak to me, little puppet.
Nah, homie. We're talking straight.
Well, you don't sound like you're straight. You sound like you're twisted.
We're
That,
talking
that,
He's good
that's
to go.
that's
right?
He's good to go. Leave him alone.
he's good to go. Yeah, he's good to go to the drunk tank if you ask me, man.
Give him his keys.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, I think you're doing a good job. Just hang in there. You're fine. They cut you off one time. You called back. You got back on. Good for you. Say your piece. That's fine.
You see.
Show him your
See
Mexican
how they
colors this year.
clowning? You see how they clown?
Yo, Pete, do you like close-ups all the time, bro?
Talking shit. What's up?
Hey, by the way, Jesus,
Like,
speak
your face,
Spanish.
like, I mean, can you get like a
All
little
right,
further
speak
away from
Spanish
the
here.
screen?
Speak Spanish, Jesus.
Hey, did I not talk boxing
talking
the
to
whole
me?
time?
Yeah.
Oh, real
That's
shit.
gay,
Real
Like,
shit.
stay away
Hey,
from the
Gypsy,
screen.
you're
Love
just
you,
as
homie.
fucking drunk. You're just as fucking faded. You're just as wasted as this guy is. So shut the
I'm
fuck
not
up.
talking about fakeness here. I'm talking about your face. It's like the entire time I'm looking at it, bro. It's like
Well, don't look at it then,
either
motherfucker.
block
What do
it,
you want?
Look
either
at
block it or stay away from the screen.
his real
Like,
voice is coming out. His real voice is
Much
coming
better.
out. He's not hiding behind that robot.
Yeah, what's the matter with you, Gypsy? Why are you getting? Why
This
you?
guy's drunk.
Gypsy's always breaking people's balls, man. He's always breaking everybody's balls. Nobody here on this podcast has gone untouched by Gypsy Boxing's,
I like the show
I'm pretty
Nutcracker.
sure
and he's the
he
yeah
What the
sounds like
Gypsy.
fuck?
a sex
Hey,
offender.
Gypsy, what the fuck are
We'll
you
get his
wearing,
name
bro?
out there.
I don't know, man.
We'll put
I
our
did
name
this
out
shit
there.
on the
Let's
camera. I
see
was like, oh, that hat looks nice. The glasses look nice. Perfect. Bam. And I send it over. I needed a picture for the Discord.
Yeah, and by the way, this guy
More
Jesus
ridiculous
keeps
the better.
talking. Nobody's talking to him. He's talking by himself. He's having a little show by himself. It's amazing. All right.
Jesus, you're the greatest.
Jesus, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Jesus.
hear you.
Who's
Jesus.
give everybody top 3 pound for pound.
Oh yeah, this should be good.
Canelo, Andy Ruiz, Ryan Garcia.
Come on, no,
It's gonna
for
be
real.
Canelo.
Oscar de la Hoya.
It's gonna be Canelo, Wilder, and motherfucking Lomachenko.
Hey, Lomachenko's in there.
Hey, don't laugh, recognize. Don't laugh
And
at that.
if
Come
you
on.
deny it, you're a liar yourself. All right, haters.
And that's in that. So you got Canelo number 1. So Canelo
Yeah,
1,
copy my
Wilder
laugh,
2.
bro. One of a kind.
Why you got to use all this kind of language, huh?
Yeah, what's with the language here? Come on, let's keep it respectful.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Really disagree with. Canelo and Loma could be top 3. He's not too far off.
Yeah, but Wilder number 2, that's a little bit too far fetched, man, for my liking.
Hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Canelo's a franchise champion. I can't put him up there. No way.
All right, caller. Jesus.
Oh,
Jesus, can you give us number 4 and number 5, please?
Dios Santa
Who
Cruz.
number 4, number 5? Nah. ¿Sabes qué, güey?
Francisco Estrada.
Órale, háblame, carnal, te escucho.
He sells out his own race for the
¿Quién?
laugh aloud for the white.
Canelo. You talking about Canelo?
Órale, you always treated him like Miklo.
No, you're not answering my question. You're talking race now. You said you want to talk boxing.
Well, let's talk boxing, motherfucker. All I hear is you and your clown ass homies laughing.
What do you think? We're
And
laughing.
you fools
We're
act
laughing.
like-
We're all laughing together, Jesus. Come on. Isn't that how you guys do it over there in LA with the lawn chairs, drinking some Coronas in the backyard? Come on.
I don't like guys from LA. I'm from Tijuana.
I'm from El Norte.
Yeah.
I'm from El Norte. You know.
I'll
¿Qué
be
diste?
riding down on those LA dudes.
Are you gay, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, Jesus, where are you from? You're living in the United States or you're living in Mexico?
Living
I
East
live
Los
in the United
Angeles.
States.
Which state? I don't want to get too specific in the city and all that, but just which state?
Don't worry about it, player. Just know.
Little
nerds
I live in
slapped up.
He lives in Compton.
No, seriously, which state?
He lives
It's California.
in Compton. That fool sound like he gotta take a shit. And he wants to talk.
I live on the
He
east
wasn't
side of
taking shit.
Compton.
Yeah, he can. I don't understand why Jesus can't answer a question. Jesus, answer a
Answer
question,
all
please.
questions, homie.
I asked you where you're from, and you start laughing and making crude remarks. Come on.
Well, because your homies talk on the side, homie. You don't got no control of your people.
Why you got to use all this kind of language,
They
huh?
talk to you on the side. They talk to you on the side of you. You don't
The
got
hell's
no
wrong with
control of
you?
your people.
Look like a Puerto Rican whore.
Come on, man. What's the which
Shit.
state?
They already know I ain't
Jose,
Puerto
where you from?
Rican.
San Bernardino?
I'll kill myself if I was Puerto Rican.
No. You don't want to kill yourself.
Bitches
Don't do that.
even
Don't
want
do
to
that.
fuck with Puerto Rican.
It's just boxing. We're just talking a little bit boxing here. You don't want to go ahead and hurt yourself, all right? Now listen. I like you, Jesus.
Nah,
You're a nice guy.
they get it,
Jesus,
they try to get
escúchame,
safety
escúchame,
net.
escúchame, carnal,
It's just
escúchame, carnal.
boxing.
We're here. I like you.
Nah.
¿Cómo que no? ¿Cómo que no?
Huevo, homie.
Órale. Que
You
no
gotta
somos
talk
carnales,
shit
güey.
first, homie.
No somos carnales, güey.
Nah.
Hey, you guys should eat taco and relax.
Te
He
compro
sounds
unos.
like a
Hey,
he sounds like a pinche mayate. That's what he sounds like.
Yeah, I don't think he's Mexican, man.
Talk like a pinche mayate.
I don't
sound
think
like
you're
a
Mexican.
nigger, homie. That's what you're saying? Say it in English,
Pinche
pussy.
mayate. Pinche
I
mayate.
forgot
it
what
in
pinche
English,
mayate
pussy.
means.
Say
First
it
of
in
all,
English, bitch.
now wait a minute. Hold on a
Scared
second.
to say it
What's
in
with the
English.
language?
So
What's
how
with the
you,
language?
like, you think you harder than me, and you disrespect
Yeah,
me?
I say I think I'm harder.
And you afraid? You afraid to say nigger?
Wait a minute. No. Now
What's up with
I'm
you,
gonna have to
Holmes?
mute.
Why you
Now I'm gonna
saying
have to
that,
mute.
Is it
Holmes?
hard, nigga? I did not know.
That's the no. I don't. This is insane, man. I don't want this type of language.
God damn.
Yeah, this is too much. Jesus,
There's an N in nigga also. I did not know.
You look
Si
like
ya saben cómo me pongo, ¿para qué me invitan?
Oh man. Hey, Jesus. In all seriousness, here, I like you. Like I told you, eres mi carnal. La raza, güey. Órale.
I like your
But
homie. But sad shit that you set me up for all this shit. I came in here to talk boxing, right?
Mhm.
I didn't come in here for this clown shit.
That's fair enough.
Right?
That's fair enough. Hey, by the way,
Yeah,
have you?
just-
But here's the thing.
right?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I had to clarify. This is what we do here. We talk a little boxing. We crack a couple of jokes. We have some fun.
Well,
couple of
I didn't
laughs.
sign up for that, right? Did you tell me that?
you're not no.
When I
You're not a
when
real
I, when
Mexican.
I started talking to that,
Hey, listen.
right? Nah,
Listen.
real shit.
Hey,
Real shit. Did you tell me that?
Yeah, I
It's
think
blood
if
in,
you
blood
can.
out. Don't worry about it.
You can't leave Esther. You can't leave Esther.
Jesus,
Not
man.
real shit. Not
We
real
break
shit. Not
balls.
real
You
shit.
paid your dues. You paid your dues. You're gonna be welcome. Welcome aboard, Jesus. You with us now? You know we ain't gonna break
Yeah.
balls as much now.
He's not
Real
with me.
shit,
He
real
reminds me
shit.
of Spider.
When I get lost at sea, I better expect all you motherfuckers swimming out to get me. You
Jesus,
pussy motherfuckers.
Jesus, eat a taco and relax, bro. Chill.
Hoorah!
And by the way, can I just clarify something, Jesus? I didn't say that. That's a gypsy boxing style. Who's an Armenian, by the way. And if I'm correct, and you live down there in California, if
You know
live,
what? You lost all credibility, homie.
who the
Because
Armenian
I
or?
came and I called you up. No, I came and I called you up.
You don't have any
as a real
idea
dude,
of the
just being
facts. You don't have any idea of the facts. That's another matter, Charlie.
I think this guy's from Honduras, man. I don't like him.
Yeah, I think it's Teofimo Lopez's father, man. I don't think it's
I
really
think it's
Jesus from
Teofimo
Mexico,
Lopez's
man.
father. If I catch you in my hood,
See how you guys are clowning.
Nobody's clowning you, man. What are you talking about?
Right.
We're just trying to
From
ascertain your
Honduras.
identity. We're trying to ascertain the correct identity here.
Listen, Holmes, they never ate tacos before. That's all it is.
He's down with the Teofimo
It's all
Lopez.
good. It's all good.
No, real shit here. Real talk, Jesus. Are you Mexican or not? Come on.
To bite you in your ass.
Listen, real shit.
Have
Are
a
you
bullet and
Mexican
you'll
or
get
not?
killed with your hands-
Are you
with your
Mexican
hands
or
up.
not? Are you Mexican or not? Come on.
Nah, I'm Puerto Rican. I was fucking.
Yeah, I knew you was a piece of shit. If I catch you Puerto Rican ass over here, I'm gonna kill you.
All right, let's get back to the boxing then. We'll keep Jesus on the line if he wants to talk boxing. We can talk some boxing. So yeah, like we were talking about the light heavyweight division. You guys, we just saw Marcus Browne. There's probably a rematch clause in there somewhere. I don't even know if Jean Pascal has a contract with anybody. I think he's a free agent. Do you think Marcus
Yep, I
Browne?
think he is.
You think he's gonna get set up against Jean Pascal again, or is he gonna fight somebody else? I mean, what do you see for him in the lightweight division?
You asking me or Jesus?
Everybody.
No, I think, well, he could have won that fight by knockout too, man. I thought that was coming, and that's why they stopped the fight. But sure, they'll do a rematch if they could. They're gonna have to. You said Pascal is a free agent.
I think so. Well, I mean, I think he's with Eye of the Tiger or with what's the
I
other?
have a tiger. What the fuck?
That's David Lemieux. No, I don't think he's with Eye of the Tiger. I think he's with Interbox or with Gym Boxing, which is the Quebec.
So they have to pay him. They're gonna have to pay him good money.
Yeah, they're gonna have to pay him some good money. Hey, by the way, was it karma that Browne got that headbutt, while at the same time he was the one that headbutted?
Yeah, I thought so too, bro.
I mean, it wasn't as bad a cut, but it seemed like irony or something like that, because he was the one when he headbutted Badu Jack, and then they asked him after the fight, "Hey, did you do that on purpose?" He goes, "Hey, if my head catches his head, that's what happens." So he wasn't denying that he did it on purpose or whatever. So I don't know. I thought it was karma a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think either one of those fights. Anytime you got a southpaw and an orthodox, you're gonna get a clash of heads, and especially with these two, you know damn good and well, Jean Pascal is gonna lean in. He's gonna be leaning in, lunging in, leaning in. My problem with Marcus Browne is that that clash of heads in the Badu Jack fight. Badu Jack never once thought about telling the doctor he couldn't see or he wants to stop it. He took his ass beating all the way till the end. Nothing really to do with the cut. He followed that cut for rounds and rounds and rounds.
That's a good point.
Right?
Yeah, Badu Jack, right? I mean, Badu Jack getting his ass beat. He continued to get his ass beat, even with that cut getting worse and worse. Now, I think Marcus Browne, we were talking about that during the fight. He tried to get cute with Pascal, and Pascal's a guy that's like dangerous right till the end. I mean, he's going to go down. You might beat him, but he's going to go down throwing fucking bombs. Don't think you're going to get cute and step inside with him. He's gonna hook him. And he hooked him. And when he went to talk to the doctor, I think Marcus Browne was thinking, I'm ahead on the cards. I can't see. I can't continue. I think that's bullshit. He should have continued.
It's a good point. That's a very good point. Badu Jack never thought about quitting.
Badu Jack has bowed down before.
That's right, sir. Exactly.
He'll bow down again.
Badu Jack is a bum.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
Man,
a bum.
Badu Jack is a bum.
He works in LA.
That's what I
I've seen
said.
him. He's
Until
outside
these
collecting
motherfuckers
change.
put me into the isolation tank.
No, the isolation tank is where you're gonna be later on tonight after this show's over. But here we're letting you speak your mind here, Jesus. Come on. And by the way, people are saying Jean Pascal, BDA was probably subbing when Pascal won. I've said it before. I respect Jean Pascal. He goes down swinging. He doesn't think about quitting. He took his beating against Kovalev, both his beatings like a man, and he came back strong, trying to get himself another win. So I respect Jean Pascal, and I'm happy that he got himself a decent win here. I mean, it's an upset. Most people didn't see it coming.
And then, what? Like, what's the next?
Well, I heard was what's the next.
What's the
The next step for Jean Pascal? I think that's where he was going.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually had an idea with that. Perhaps Jean Pascal could face off against Eliader Alvarez in a rematch. Winner of that goes on to have a trilogy with Kovalev.
Nobody wants to see Pascal though. With a trilogy.
Actually, that's not true. Recognize that's not entirely true, because Artur Beterbiev is in litigation right now, I think, with his former promotional entity, which is aligned with Al Heyman. He wants to get the hell out of there. He wants to be on ESPN. So if Jean Pascal is a free agent, why not make Jean Pascal versus Beterbiev? Because so far the only guy that's been able to stop Jean Pascal is Sergey Kovalev. So if Beterbiev wants to one up,
Beterbiev will kill him.
Well, that's what we want to see in Montreal, man. It's a mega fight.
True. That's true.
So why not?
I mean, fuck all that shit. Why do you guys want to see Pascal fight anybody? I want to see Yard fight Kovalev. That's what I
Oh,
want to
come
see.
on. Well,
Yo,
it's gonna
boxing
happen.
style. Did you catch the fight? Did you catch the fight tonight, boxing style? Did you catch that Pascal fight? Did you catch
Nah,
that?
I didn't, and I don't give a shit
okay.
about Pascal, bro. I didn't
Okay.
care about Pascal. I did not care.
He
I
didn't
know
care.
Browne. I thought
The
Browne
fight
was gonna
last
win.
night
I'm gonna be
was a
honest
real
with you.
fight.
That's shut up, Mexican. I mean, Puerto Rican. I was gonna say something about him, Yard, not Yard. What do you call it? I thought Browne was gonna beat that fight, but it didn't work out for him. It didn't work out for him, man. But it doesn't really matter to me. Pascal, if he's not good at, if he's not better than Pascal, then there's no point in me watching anything from Pascal. Pascal's been beaten. What is he like? 30 something years old, bro? You think
A
I
boxing
care to
style.
watch Pascal again?
First of all, you
Then
gotta stop it.
why watch any fucking fight?
All of a
Why
sudden.
watch any fucking fight?
Why watch any fucking
Why
fight?
watch
I
any
watch the
fight?
best fight.
Because
I don't want to sit there and watch some fucking beatdown that
motherfuckers know
Pascal
who
delivered
might
to a
win.
bum.
All right, it's like 70%. This motherfucker might win. 80%. This motherfucker might win.
I'll
So why
still watch
fight
it because
and shit like
I'm a
that?
fan of boxing afterwards, not live. I don't give a fuck about watching it live. I don't care about watching a fight that I
Put
thought
you on the
Brown was gonna
spot.
win,
You
but Pascal
bitch.
took over.
You like talking to
Put
the
you on
whole.
the Jesus put you on the
Listen,
spot.
listen.
What is he?
People like
Okay, who put me on the spot? I like the sunlight. What is it? What is it, bro? What do you got to say?
Tell her
no
Jesus.
one's counting your lifestyle. We're just telling you what it is.
Oh,
My
man.
lifestyle. What?
Hey,
What you
Jesus.
gotta say, boy?
Jesus, can I tell you something? This BDA, Gypsy Boxing Style, the Armenian who's talking with you, right? Who you're having the back and forth with. He says he doesn't want to watch the fights live, but you want to know why he doesn't want to watch the fights live anymore?
What?
Because he went to watch Tyson Fury versus Wilder live, and he disappeared afterwards. We couldn't find him for 2 months.
I didn't disappear, bro. I was
He was
around. I came
missing
back. I
from.
told you guys I'm not gonna be on Sunday's show, and I had
Yeah.
Tyson Fury winning that fight.
You went missing for 2 months, bro. What are you
Yeah,
talking
so
about?
I went missing for
what
2 months
happened?
after
So
the Pacquiao Browne fight.
he
sweetheart.
went missing in
That's
Tyson
what it
Fury. So
was.
you
I didn't
guys
come around because I was
bow
busy.
down to him now or what?
No.
Sounds
Recognize
That's what it
what.
sounds like.
Recognize
Go
what's
ahead,
your
bow
theory?
down, I guess.
Recognize what's your theory on what happened to Gypsy Boxing Style after the Tyson Fury Wilder fight?
No, I made a mistake. It wasn't that fight. It was the Browne.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at
that
he
was.
made a mistake.
So they kidnapped him.
So now you
He had,
making
he
Yeah,
had, he had to
decisions
beef
off
with
of mistakes.
Turkish
it's
mob.
a good story. There's gonna be a movie about that shit. Anyways,
I don't know
as I
how
was saying,
boxing
I'd
style
rather
is still
watch
alive,
Yard
but
Kovalev, bro. I'd rather not. I would watch Pascal Browne when my free time, but not live. Like I'm excited for that fight. Fuck that shit. Like, come on, especially when you guys told me Pascal beat him. That's gonna make me even less entertaining to watch. It's
But
just
you're
like, what,
supposed
really?
to. You're supposed to enjoy it because it's an upset. Upsets are supposed to be enjoyable.
yeah.
I don't.
What's wrong with you, man?
I
You're an
never
elitist.
thought Badou Jack was much of anything when he was getting his ass handed to him in the
I
Pacquiao
figured it
Browne
out.
fight.
I figured it out, man. I know
What's up?
what's going on here. Gypsy's an elitist.
Oh yeah, I'm elitist. Yeah, I like the best of the best, bro. I watch the best of the best to learn from the best of the best. I do watch the fucking shitty ones as well, but I don't mind. I don't mind it, but I don't like it. That's my style.
All right, now
I
let
think
me say
boxing
something.
styles upset.
Let me say something to Jesus here, please, because Jesus, I get the feeling that you're not in the most sober of states, and what I'm worried about is that you're mixing. I'm worried that you're merging all of our voices together, and you think that we're one person, and you can't differentiate who's talking and who's who.
Nah.
It's the Holy Trinity, bro.
Did I do that one
Holy
time? Point of example when I did it. I'll wait.
I don't know what you just said. Anyway, the point is this. Listen,
Look it. I put him on it, and now he can't explain it.
What are you
I
talking
think he
about?
put him on the. I think he's saying he put Gypsy. Sure.
I
Oh,
put you
okay,
on
okay.
blast, and you can't point it out.
You're talking to Gypsy Boxing Style, right? I hope you.
Yeah,
I
he's
hope you
putting
are.
him in his place.
I'm talking to you, motherfucker.
Okay, but I didn't understand I didn't hear the question. What's the question?
You
Holy
question me
shit.
first,
Was that?
right? Yes or no?
Ask the question, please, because I don't know what the question. I can't answer a question if I don't know what it is. Ask the question, please. See, this is what I'm telling you. I think he thinks we're all one person. He can't differentiate who's who. He thinks Gypsy Boxing Style is me. He thinks I'm recognized. He's all over the place. Jesus, you gotta step it up, baby. You can't come in here drunk and not know who's talking, man, or who you're talking to.
No, I'm not. I was talking to everybody, and I talk to you, and you
Did
act
you just
like.
fall, man?
And
What the
when I
hell was
talk
that?
to you, you act like it's somebody else. So that's a coward. You hiding
You
behind
got him.
other
That's right,
people,
Jesus. You got him. That's
Jesus, I
it.
think you on to something, Jesus. I think you're right,
right?
bro.
Right?
BDA, you're busted, man.
That's right. I am busted. He knows all my tricks,
Jesus, I
man.
think I think you know more than the way you speak. You know,
Yes.
your speaking is misleading. You're very smart.
Listen, man. Listen. If you guys think I'm a clown and that whatever, then dismiss me
I
and let
don't
me
think that.
be. You know what I mean? I'm here trying to talk boxing with you motherfuckers. But
Oh,
you guys trying
what's
to
with the
play me like
language?
a clown.
What's with the language?
Then
What's
why
with
the
the
fuck
language?
you guys keep me around?
You tell me, man.
No,
Jesus,
you ain't no clown. You ain't no
Jesus,
clown. You good. You ain't no clown. Seriously.
Jesus, is Ricky your cousin?
Listen. I'm being real like a motherfucker. I'm here talking boxing,
That's
and then these
true.
motherfuckers try to act like
Who you who
I'm
you
a
calling a
clown some way.
motherfucker? I say. I know you're not talking to me. I say because I find
Man,
you. Call me a
motherfucker,
motherfucker.
meet me anywhere you wanna meet,
Meet me where you want
motherfucker.
to meet me right
And
now,
that's
motherfucker.
Mimi,
real,
Don't call me
nigga.
no
Alvin.
motherfucker, okay?
Motherfucker,
So I
Me, me,
fucking
me, me,
find
me,
you.
me, 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 me.
I don't want to motherfucker. I'm gonna show you. There's a real difference. A real difference.
Fucking
Jesus,
puto.
can you fight while you're drunk? Drunk in master style, or do you have to be
Nah,
sober
man,
to?
homie. You know what, homie. You know what you did. We'll chilling all cool. You with your little clown. This is how you do it. I'm
How
pretty
come?
sure you get a
How
little
come you can't
clown,
answer? How come
homie.
you can't answer a straight question? Every time I ask you a question, no, you did me wrong, Holmes.
I
You did
answered
me
every
wrong.
fucking question.
Shut up. Answer my questions. I'm being polite here. Now you're starting to get on my nerves with the swearing and
Answer.
the bottles.
Answer. Well, what the fuck if I get in your nerves? What the fuck you gonna do about it?
What am I
Answer.
gonna do about it?
I'll answer your question. What's
What am
up?
I gonna do about it? What am I gonna do about it?
You ain't gonna do
What am I gonna
shit.
do about it? I'm just gonna repeat the question. see how long he can take it. No, all right, Jesus, listen.
Exactly, homie. Listen. I came on respectful, right?
Nah, not really. You came in here drunk, which is very disrespectful, if you ask me.
No,
But
no,
anyway,
no,
yeah, go
no,
ahead.
no, 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 no. You guys think I came in drunk just because the way I talk,
Okay,
right?
keep going.
Yeah.
All right. I have
Keep
a speech
going. Keep going.
impediment, and
You
so
can't
now you
stop
guys
every
making fun of
fucking.
my motherfucking shit, but I handle it like a fucking man,
That's
right?
right.
And I keep talking to you guys,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
And so now what's up?
You tell me.
And now that's where we're at. Where you
You.
guys looking at me,
We're
thinking
looking right at you,
you
by the way.
guys fucking.
That's the problem, though. We can't see it. Where the fuck are you at?
Yeah, turn your.
Show your face, boy.
I bet you can't see that,
On
motherfucker.
your face to ass
All right,
recognition.
whatever, man.
Hey, by the way, we got.
Whatever's
Hold on, hold
whatever,
on, hold on. All
homie.
right, Jesus, we got another
Whatever's
caller.
whatever.
Jesus, we got another caller. Javier from. Well, I'm not gonna say where he's from. Javier, are you there?
Órale.
All right, Javier, you're Mexican too, right?
Orale.
Yeah, I'm Mexican. This nigga is not Mexican. I think he's black, as if.
You think he's black?
Yeah, I could tell a black guy when I
I
hear him.
black
He sound
out.
like a black. Yeah, you, Sus, you're a liar. Fucking liar.
Okay.
I know you
Pues,
black. You're
¿de
trying to
dónde
make us
eres,
Mexican.
puto?
You're trying to make
¿De
us
dónde
Mexicans
eres,
to look
puto?
bad. They're saying I'm
¿De dónde
interested.
eres? ¿De dónde
Where you at,
eres,
ese?
puto?
Where you at,
¿De,
ese?
de qué raza?
Jesus, he's asking you where
You
you're
know
from,
what?
man. He
All
wants
this
to.
Mexican talk makes me hungry for some tacos.
He wants you to prove that you're Mexican, man. Come on. I think you can do that. If you're really Mexican, you can prove it.
Him.
Yeah,
Man,
fuck
fuck
me.
him. Man,
Now,
He
fuck
I
knows
hear something.
he's
I
not
hear.
Mexican.
I hear
Not a
something in the
Mexican.
back.
I'm not Mexican. You know what's so funny about this? All you motherfuckers set this up because you guys hate Mexicans. You guys over there holding hands.
I think you hate Mexicans, and that's why you pretended to be a
Puerto
drunk.
Ricans, Dominicans.
That's not
Jesus.
true. I love
Real
Mexican
Mexicans
women,
trying to
bro.
come out and talk
Jesus,
real boxing with you.
Javier just said, Javier just said that you're pretending to be Mexican because you really hate Mexicans.
He hates us all.
Well, let's
I'm telling
try.
you, this guy's
Let's
us,
go
man.
Mexicans. ¿Qué onda, puto? ¿Qué onda, putito? It won't happen. He can't even understand what I said right there. Get the fuck out of here.
Because you covering your mouth. I said, I what the fuck you saying? What are you saying, home?
Shut the
This
fuck up.
motherfucker's from Oakland, California, or some shit like that. Or Pinche Mayate, Oakland or something.
¿De dónde eres, puto? Dime tu nombre.
I already told
He
you,
won't
you
say,
stupid motherfucker. My name is
Because
Javier.
you be dead the next fucking day, homie.
Come to Tijuana, ese. Right now. I'm waiting for you. But I get from California, man.
Oh, he hung up, man. He hung up.
BDA, do you have their number on like a caller ID thing, or do you just get the area code? Because I swear to God, he's not going to remember calling in here.
Dude,
I hope he calls in the future.
Hey, BDA, when you put me on the spot right there, I thought you was gonna like maybe 2 minutes later and then do something. I almost messed up.
No,
when you said I got Javier on the line. Oh shit, he's talking about me.
Oh man, yeah, because no, this guy was way gone, man. He was slurring his words. The way speaking slowly and stuttering every fucking time. I mean,
right from the get go, man, he was fucking faded. Hey, fuck this. Looks like two drunk uncles fighting. Fucking.
Yeah, but even then, I think he was getting progressively drunker. I think he was drinking because you heard him at the end there with the bottles. I heard some bottles in the background. That wasn't me, man. That was he was drinking.
Omani Surge Media says Javier versus Jesus Mexican Independence Day.
And notice how he went straight to the race card. Oh, you hate me because I'm Mexican. Well, I'm Mexican too, fucker. Why would I hate you because
He
you're
didn't
Mexican?
understand. Listen, he was fucked up. I just hope to God he calls back in some other time when he's that hammered, because it's a lot of fun fucking around with drunk people when everybody's sober, I swear. But you know what? He had a point of view. He wasn't. I don't think he believed for a second that you were Mexican, but he wasn't buying it. He just wasn't buying it.
Yeah.
You
know what?
In other words, even with all the Spanish that you were speaking to him, and even everything you were trying to say to him at first, he actually believed Matrix more so than he ever believed you. I can't get over that.
That's a good point. That's true. A Puerto Rican was more convincing as a real Mexican. That's sad, man.
Yeah.
By the way, we got H Money in the chat room. H Money, I'm sorry to say that Google Hangouts doesn't work anymore, and I sent you an invite, 2 invites actually, to join the Discord. You never replied, so we can't have you on the Discord. But if you want to call in, H Money, yeah, go ahead, man. We need another drunk caller on the air. If he doesn't call in, I think we're gonna call it a night, unless any of you have anything else to say before we go.
Jesus was funny, man.
I hope he calls back.
I think he's one of your best callers, man.
Yo, he hung up. He hung up by accident. If you caught that, the first time he called in, he just faded out, and then
he was gonna tell me I'm gonna
we were
kill
like,
you.
oh shit! Before you got here, Matrix, we were like, he hung up, and we were like, oh shit, where the hell did he go? And then he actually, thank God, he called back in, and BDA picked the phone up. He goes, oh hey, you're back. All right, good. And he goes, yeah, motherfucker, you try to cut me off.
Oh
Is
boy.
When I was trying to talk, I got back on. Like he thought he like overcame the calling system and like got his word back.
Is Jesus like another version of H Money? But like
Yeah.
The Mexican version.
That's right.
Okay, I see what's going on here.
But you know what? At
Alright.
least Jesus has an excuse. He's drunk, so we can forgive his tomfoolery. H Money, on the other hand, I don't know what he's got. I think H Money's got Asperger's, like a mild case of Asperger's or something. Because the way he talks, like he doesn't seem to get concrete, abstract. I mean, not abstract, but he can't conceptualize certain things. I think neurologically there's something wrong with him. By the way, Jesus tried
He's
calling
of
in.
low
And
mental capacity.
yeah, yeah.
No, yo, there is something in his. I don't even want to like talk about it,
That's
but
that's the PC way of saying retard.
I hear something now. You know what I mean? Like Mikey Garcia sees something in somebody, I hear something in him now.
Yeah.
I think him and Boxing Style are at the same.
I'm kidding, man. H Money, I want you to come on. Give me
I think that caller Jesus and Boxing Style are at the same bar. And Boxing Style snuck out on a tab, and that guy's fucking pissed.
Bro, just shut up and just stop closing up your fucking face, bro. I'm tired of looking at that shit. You're fucking. I'm. This is not acting, bro.
You know something? he had you under pressure. I don't care what anybody says.
Who had Jose? Jose?
Jesus had you under pressure.
Nah, I didn't, bro. I could barely hear that fool.
BDA,
All I
you're
heard
my
was
witness. BDA, you're my
something like
witness.
that. I was like, what you saying, bro?
BDA.
Yeah.
Was he under pressure or what?
I bet you won't do shit.
A little bit. Oh,
I bet you won't do shit.
we got Jesus back on the line.
Jesus.
Am I gonna do shit?
You won't do shit. I
Okay.
bet you
Send
won't
me your
do
address, boy.
shit.
Okay.
Send me your Pacoima address. Pacoima, San Bernardino. Where you at?
Let's see what's
Compton,
up.
Inglewood.
San Diego. It's San Diego.
Van Buren, I'm sitting next
San
to your
Diego.
ass.
That's like
Let's see
like
what's up,
130, 40 miles away from where I'm
You
at.
ain't gonna
Let's do
do
this, bro.
Hope Javier calls back in.
Send me your location, bro. My shades will close you down.
All right, hold on. Jesus, can you hear me? Jesus, can you hear me? Jesus, can you hear me? Jesus, can you hear me?
What's going on, homie?
All right, Conda.
I
We
see
got.
you over there, fucking.
Okay, we got Javier back. Javier, every time you keep calling, every time you call in, Javier calls back in, and he wants to. Javier doesn't think you're Mexican, man.
No, he's not. He's not even Mexican. He's from San Diego, man. They're faggots over there. I don't like nobody from
Yeah,
San
you hear that, fool? He's not even Mexican. ¿De dónde eres de México, puto? Háblame en español, puto. Si eres de México, háblame. Háblame. Ándale.
Tijuana, maricón. Tijuana. I'm from TJ Homes. Where the fuck are you from?
Now, who's counting? He's counting himself, and he doesn't even fucking realize it.
Realizes it.
I'm gonna go to San Diego
Regardless.
I'm gonna go to San Diego, and the first Jesus I see, I'm gonna hit a bat across his head. Make sure it's you.
Oh, now wait a minute, Javier. Javier. You're going a little too far, man.
I hope you do it.
I apologize. I apologize, but I have to tell the truth. I don't like this guy because I know he's faking it, Holmes. That's all.
He's faking the funk.
I hope you do it.
Yeah. I'm going to go look for every Jesus in San Diego. Every Jesus. And I'm going to hit him with a bat across the head until I find the right one.
Jesus, I need H money. Send him over, bro.
Go ahead, play. Go ahead, play. You know what's so funny about that?
What's that?
What's so funny?
That he's gonna go to
so
jail.
funny about that?
He's gonna go to jail for all that, and I'm gonna be happy in my life.
That's a good point. It's a very Christian perspective. Jesus,
maybe I go to jail in San Diego, and then I'll hire somebody to finish the job to look for every fucking Jesus.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
That way you think you don't even know who the fuck I am, little homie.
Little homie, motherfucker. I find you, and you're gonna be dead, Holmes.
You a little homie, dog. I'll pat you on the top of the head if you came by me. If you came by me,
so what's up? What's up, fool? Come to
Tijuana.
Come to Tijuana. Where are you?
I'll give you a lollipop. I'll give this fool a lollipop and pat him on the head.
Guadalajara, Mexico. Mexico.
I'll take the lollipop and shove it down your throat and make you choke on it, essay. It's who I find
Why aren't you doing it right now, homie? So why can't you do it right now?
Drop your location, Holmes. Tell me where you at, Holmes.
Hey, yo,
I
Jesus.
dropped my location.
Jesus 619. What
I
are you,
dropped
Rey
my
Mysterio? What are you,
location
like 4'9"?
Fucking nerds.
Jesus,
Fucking
speaking.
nerds. I dropped my
Jesus,
location. Try
Jesus,
it.
Jesus. Speaking of
Try
nerds,
it.
speaking of nerds, can you spell Tijuana for us?
He can't spell no Tijuana. He's too stupid.
Motherfucking Tijuana.
Come on.
Spell Tijuana if you're Mexican.
Yeah, spell Tijuana if you're Mexican. Come on.
Motherfucker.
Tijuana if I'm Mexican. How's that
Burro.
I'm Mexican, motherfucker.
Just do it then.
You
If
see
it's not a
what your
problem, then
clowns
just do it.
Fucking from Honduras. He's a farmer from Honduras, man. He's a not Mexican. He wish he was
You fools
Mexican.
are the same type of clowns that you
Go ahead.
fools are the same type of clowns that got
Come on, you can do it.
motherfuckers fighting against each other.
How come you can't even spell
You know what's so
Tijuana,
funny
you
about that?
motherfucker, if you're Mexican?
Hold on. He's gonna say something funny.
I
Go ahead.
came on here just to put the raza on some fucking pride, homie. Cause you ain't give me on shit. I know you're a fucking clown shit. Try it.
Try what?
What did you give me
I don't know
on?
what you're talking about, man. Try what?
You're trying to start some shit between me and the other dude. I don't know what the fuck I never met him in my life, but he's over here swearing up and down.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Javier called in because he says you're not Mexican. I'll let you two sort it out, man. You say you're real. You say you're real homie. Handle like a real homie, man.
Listen, I may be a little drunk right now. I may be a
man.
little drunk. I'm kind of drinking too much right
I'm
now,
out,
but
man.
that motherfucker
I'm
Jesus
out,
is
man.
not Mexican.
I thought we was talking boxing, real shit. I thought we was talking boxing, BDA
Well, you
boxing.
don't
That's
know
what I
nothing
called
about
into.
boxing, Holmes. You don't know
But
nothing about boxing.
obviously, but obviously, it's just a fucking
If you
clown
Mexican,
bullshit.
who's your favorite? Who's your
Talk
favorite Mexican
bullshit,
fighter?
homie.
Who's your
Javier is
favorite
asking.
Mexican fighter?
Yeah, Javier is
Julio
asking.
Cesar Chavez.
Wait, don't speak, Armenian guy. I'm not
I'm
talking to you,
disappointed.
Holmes.
I'm disappointed,
talking-
homie. I'm very
I'm
Hey,
talking
disappointed.
I'm talking to the guy
boxing,
who's the
and
guy from
now
Honduras claiming to
you
be
guys try to
Mexican.
set me up on some
Hey.
gang shit or some shit.
Hey.
Fucking.
Who's your favorite Mexican fighter of all time? Javier.
Man, shut your retarded ass up.
Oh, how you gonna talk to another?
Because he's not Mexican, Holmes. He can't name you a Mexican fighter. This stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, what's with the fucking language, man? Come on.
I apologize because I'm a little drunk right now. I've been drinking a little too much.
He's mentally challenged. Get with the program. It's not politically correct.
This is an Armenian guy. You need to mind your business. This guy's claiming to be Mexican. I want to know who's his favorite Mexican fighter. He can't even name one.
It's Burro Jr. That's his favorite fighter.
So what's up, fool? Who's your favorite Mexican fighter? You haven't even mentioned not one Mexican.
Motherfucker, I mentioned all Mexicans. What's up, dog? Where you want to meet at? I'll fuck you the fuck up right now.
I'm in Tijuana. Come to Tijuana,
You know what,
motherfucker.
Homie?
You won't come back.
You guys are getting me in another situation.
Come to TJ. Come to TJ.
You know what?
Come
I'm sorry.
to TJ.
I don't want no problems. I don't want
Me
no
either.
problems.
I don't want no problems. But if you want problems,
I'm
you can come to
sorry.
Tijuana.
I don't want no problems with no fucking nerds. I'm sorry. I don't want no fucking problems. Bitch ass BDA Boxing. I called in thinking we was talking boxing.
Yep.
And he set me up. I'm gonna find you. And we good.
Who's your favorite Mexican fighter? Name me one.
Yeah,
Mexican
you laughing
fighter.
now, but I'll find you. I'm really in the streets like that. I'll find you. I'm out.
You really from your backyard, SA. Name me one Mexican fighter. Come on.
No, he's done. He said he's out.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he's gonna. Well, he said that about 2 times, and he called back about 3 times in total. So,
oh man,
he's fucking from El Salvador. This guy's not Mexican.
All right. Well, listen.
I'm gonna go too. Bye.
All right, Javier. Thank you for calling in, and I don't appreciate the language though. That type of language, you could have been a little bit
Well,
more
look, I
polite.
apologize, but this motherfucker is over here making Mexicans look bad, so I have to
All right.
call in.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you for calling in, Javier.
All right, shout out to my family and TJ.
All right. All right. So that was
Peace.
Jesus and Javier. We got recognized back on the line. Recognized. What did you think of this whole
It's
malarkey?
crazy, man. The whole thing is crazy. It's just nuts. I don't know what to say. I hope everything gets worked out.
Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully, man. And by the way, I also
I think
told.
they're both Mexicans. To be honest, I'm not. I'm not gonna take either sides. They both sound Mexican, so I hope they could work it out.
I don't
But
know, man.
I mean, if you aren't Mexican, why would you want to claim to be one?
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute now. Well, I
heard
think
that
what
Gypsy
Javier.
got too, bro.
Look what I just said, and then Gonzalo joins the group.
I think Javier
Got to stick up for his people.
meant well, but he ended up making it worse. If you ask me, that's what
No,
I thought.
I don't know what he. I think the only thing he meant was to keep on drinking while he was listening to the show. He wasn't even answering questions, man. Like, who's the best light heavyweight? I don't know. I don't know who's in the light heavyweight division. It's like, all right, how far are we gonna go with this?
I thought we were gonna talk boxing.
Yeah, yeah. That's the last thing he wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
By the way, we got Gonzalo on the line. Gonzalo, we were just about to go, but sorry, I got you the invite there. I didn't know if you were gonna come in or not. But what time is it over there in the Philippines right now?
Right now it's 1:11.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
PM? 1:11 p.m.
1:11 p.m. Yeah.
What do you think? Like what you see on? Come on.
We're literally like 12-hour difference. Holy shit.
Gonzalo, órale, home.
Kicking back.
Yeah, we just had. I don't know if you were listening. Were you listening to the show?
A little bit because I was sleeping, but I woke up.
Okay, we had a caller who was pretty inebriated, and he couldn't answer straight questions. And then we gave him a little friendly ribbing. You know, that's how we do it over here at BDA Boxing, and he didn't take too kindly to that. So we might have one fan less on the show.
That's all right.
All right. Listen, I'm freaking tired right now, man. I think we're gonna call it a night. But I do want to thank everybody that showed up for this. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to just a little bit of like to everybody. The way you spell Tijuana is very easy. The word Tijuana came from Antijuana, anti. So tia in Spanish is T-I-A, but you just take out the A. It's T-I, and it's Juana, like Juana. H-U-A-N-A, Tijuana.
Oh, goddamn. And yo, Gonzalo, do you know how like jalapeno and habanero, the origins of those words? I'm not joking.
Gonzalez used to be a spelling
Jalapenos,
bee champion from
jalapeno
Mexico.
from Jalapa and habanero from Havana.
Oh, Havana, Cuba, yeah.
Gonzalo.
That's all. Excuse me for butting in their BDA. Anyways.
That's okay, man.
Gonzalo. Yo. I used to be a spelling bee champion for Mexico. Spelling bee champion, bro.
I overheard that guy's talking like
I'm
San
playing
Diego,
with you, bro.
619 area code.
Can you say it in a sentence?
No, but that's pretty much it. Everybody have a good evening or good night and take care. Peace.
Thanks.
All right, man.
All right, Gonzalo. Thank you for coming in, man.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm out.
Yeah, thank you.
See you, Rebel.
Thank you, guys.
It's Scalebender. It's only me and Scalebender.
Actually, it's. I'm still here. What are you talking about?
Oh, my bad. BDS. Yeah. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, what am I on the no pay me no mind list? What's the matter with you? Jeez, Luis. Listen, my energy. I'm at a low level of energy right now. I don't even know if we should have done the show because this fucking Jesus sort of threw a monkey wrench on the whole thing. But good for him, though. He made things a little bit more interesting. What we're gonna talk about? Marcus Browne, Pascal for an hour? That's not possible. We did our best here.
Man, that that fight. I'll watch it later, but I'm not excited to watch it.
That's because you never. Here's what I'm getting tired of, Gypsy Boxing Style. First of all, I'm getting tired of you being Armenian. That's number one. Number two, tired of you making predictions based on the Waynes. And number three, you make comments on fights that you don't even fucking watch, man.
There was only one time I did that. That's because I was devoted money wise in it. I had $500 on that shit. That's
oh, okay. Well, all right. I guess that's a fair enough explanation.
Yeah, I was like hoping that he pulled it off. I was like, oh, they robbed him and shit. But then I looked at him, I'm like, nah, they did the right decision picking the guy. Warrington.
All right.
Warrington,
all right, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Listen, I gotta get up early tomorrow, so we're gonna cut this up. Thank you guys for joining us. That was a pretty good late night stream. I want to thank Gonzalo who came in here. I want to thank Revolucion, Recognize, Pete. I want to thank Gypsy Boxing Style as well for joining us. Can't forget the Quags. Congratulations to the Quags for his contribution and for his win, I should say. That should be first. Congratulations on him winning. And apparently that was on advice of Recognize the Matrix. So next time you want to bet, maybe you should consult with Recognize first, see what's up with that. So give a shout out to
me.
I don't trust that guy.
You can trust
He's
me.
black. I don't trust black people.
I won't. if you follow me, you won't get kidnapped. Like
Oh man.
Too
I
late.
think Recognize is Mexican. He's from Tijuana, he said. Anyway, listen.
no, that was Javier. That was
yeah, sorry, that was Javier. My bad.
Come on, man.
All right, I want to give a shout out to Jesus too.
I don't want this guy. I don't want Jesus looking for me. Come on, bro.
Speaking of Jesus, I want to give a shout out to Jesus for calling in. Hopefully, he calls back next episode.
We got to give a shout out to Javier too.
Javier too. Yeah, he already did.
I could just imagine Recognize going to LA, just popping every Jose he sees, or Javier. Oh, Jose. He's like, Jose, pow. Jose is like, you who was that? Pow. Just knocking out people left and right.
Shit, I won't make it back to New York after the first one.
All right. Well, listen, fellas. Thank you for joining us. I want to give a shout out to who we got here. We had the Punisher, Overhand, Transnational Inc., Sina Mosia, the Quags, Nes Mendoza, James Doherty, Omnisearch Media, Tom Kerr, Bay Area Boxing, the Fight Scout. Who else? G Boogie was in there as well. Amok PvP, Gonzalo, Cachnello, the Black Man is Allah. I'm sure he is. Who else? Anyway, you guys know who you are. If I missed anybody, James Wood too. Shout out to James Wood. If I missed anybody, my bad. Thank you for joining us. You guys are the best. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter and check out our Instagram page as well. And guess what, folks? We'll see you in the next time. Take it easy.